We don't need to prorogue Parliament anymore. We can conduct an election. And Mr. Carney, why don't you get elected by the people of Canada first before you get elected by the Liberals? What do you say? Because we know that there's no criteria to become a Liberal voter in a leadership election. So that's a sure way of a foreign power, because the globalist is a foreign power, enemy to Canada, proven so, because they've been trying to destroy Canada's resources by not allowing Canada to use them for their people of Canada. They have been murdering Canadian citizens through the MAID program by not allowing them to receive medical care. The sick, the elderly. You start looking. Mr. Elon Musk, all those smart people you got looking on behalf of Doge, can you lend Canada some of them to look into what's going on in Canada that nobody knows about? Please. Because Canada needs Doge. You are completely correct. Well, I've gone on for 35 minutes now. Here's my solution. So 2016, Trump got to be elected. Yay! And then we know what Biden did to destroy America and all of his cohorts for the globalist movement. And all of that stuff. I don't need to rehash all the nonsense that the Biden government now you can prove can happen because Trump's looking into it. And the globalists are getting nervous. They're going to start a war. They're going to start another emergency. If it's not globalists, it'll be China. Justin Trudeau sold us out to one of them without really knowing it. I believe you can prove that. I believe it. It's just theory for now, but doesn't mean it's not true. A theory is a theory. Critical race theory, for example. A theory, not true, not based on facts yet. Give me some facts to prove critical race theory. Before you take me to court or try to lock me up for calling out what I believe is true and calling it a conspiracy, because it is a conspiracy. That's how usually nations get taken over. That's how countries become subjects to a ruler, enemy states. Wars don't have to happen above board. They can happen and people not even know they're taking place in a world that's in secret. And there's a lot of secrets that need to be exposed. A lot of transparency that didn't happen. Mr. Trudeau, of course, you probably thought that you were transparent because you don't know any better. I could forgive you, perhaps. But you have to go call Parliament back and then call an election. And do it now, because you don't get to you don't get to resign and prorogue Parliament and all the elected people by the people of Canada to appoint a leader that is a globalist infiltrator into our once free nation. We are a nation in and of itself. We are a Canadian country, a democratic society. You might not believe so, because some stupid person told you you're not. We are people. No matter how many terrorists You allow to come into Canada to terrorize the people of Canada and the people of the United States. We are Canadian people who know what's the difference between right and wrong. Those of us who were born here know what Canada is supposed to be. And you were indoctrinated to believe the crap that you believe. So again, that's why I can forgive Mr. Trudeau for being stupid. Because he's not a bright spark. But the rest of you, evil, liberal, NDP cohorts, and Bloc, I suspect too. The only reason the Bloc's thrown in with the Conservatives is because he figures he's got a shoe in Quebec, and that's all he wants. Well, make sure. But I suggest you start preparing yourself for the transparency that's to come. Because Mr. Poilievre, take a page out of Mr. Trump's book. If you want to win, and you want to return Canada to the people of Canada, you better do the right thing, like Mr. Trump's doing. Mr. Charney, go back to Switzerland where you might be welcome. Go away, Mr. Charney. You are an enemy of Canada. You are an enemy of the UK. Go away, Mr. Charney, and work for the globalists and the WEF if they can recover their 4-year lapse that Trump gave us between 2016 and 2020. He just gave us a breather. Now he's given us an opportunity by winning again and learning from the mistake he made by believing the liars. Well, Canada doesn't have anybody in government that have proven themselves not to be liars. Mr. Poilievre, start proving you're not a liar. Start working for the Canadian people. Get rid of the people that don't belong. Export them back to the countries where they belong. Get an election. No emergency. No Carney. Net zero Carney. The evil, globalist, net zero, socialist, communist ruler who will ensure that he keeps power if he gets it. Get him out of the country. He belongs in a jail. I guarantee. Somebody look. CSIS. RCMP. Soldiers. Real Canadian soldiers. Retired. Cast aside because he wouldn't take the jab. Stand. Make your way down to the border. Mr. Trump thinks there's troops there. Trudeau lied to him. Trudeau lied to him. Can we please have an election? We don't need to wait for the liars, the thieves, and the criminals to appoint another leader. The people of Canada need to vote for a leader who will take them out of this tyranny. Please. Thank you for listening. Share this, please. Share it. I don't make a nickel. I don't want to make a nickel. I'm doing this because I had no choice. When you don't know what else to do, and you know in your gut what's coming, and it's been proven to you more times than you want to think about, that you have an ability to see a disaster coming, and then it happens. It's a woman's intuition, they used to call it. I think it's God-given intuition that came from God. It's a gift. I don't want to know this stuff. I would love to be ignorant and die blissfully ignorant to the truths that I've learned my whole life. Because those truths are ugly. But they've given me a skill set. And I've got a great-granddaughter who was born to Canada. And I can't get her out of Canada. Because if Canada falls to the globalist rule, she will be used in the worst way possible. Because it's always the weak, it's always the women. And then it's the men. Please, call an election before the Liberals call and appoint their leader. Call an election before the Liberals appoint a leader. Or keep him out of prime ministership until an election and he wins an election. Please. The people of Canada have a right to have a voice. We've gone through too much to give the drug dealers, terrorists, and globalists the right to rule us. I love you all. I wish you all good luck. And I have hope that somebody will listen and somebody will hear what I'm saying and see there's truth in the theory, or legitimacy at least in the theory that I propose, and stop it. God bless you. Have a good day.